What's good, music podcasters? I'm your host, Jelly Media, and in today's episode, we're going to be interviewing Erok. I'm going to give him a call right now to give him an interview and for you guys to hear some of the things that he's done. He's a great content producer, artist, graphic designer. He does all of it. Anything that you can name of it, he does it. So let's go ahead and give him a call.
Hey,
Hey, Erok, how's it going?
going good. How's it going for you?
It's going good. It took me a little bit to get set up here, but we're set up now and we're here. And the fans really want to know more about you and your music and stuff. I was playing the song DNS earlier, and I wanted to know, like, before I get into like more like personal questions about you, I really want to know more about that song. Would you be comfortable talking about your inspiration like behind that song?
Yeah, sure. DNS, AFK. The name was sort of slapped together just based on like a lyric that's in it. I spent a good bit of time in my youth, around like 11, 12, really interested in computers, cybersecurity stuff, and so I got really like interested in the culture around technology and computers and hacking or whatever. Um, didn't get much into that, but the peep of that song is just related to basically entendres about hacking and like street activity, which that's not something I do, but that's it's just a fun parallel lyrically for me.
So when did you get into? You said when you were like 12, you're into like hacking. Like, what made you interested in those type of things?
Around that time, I was inspired by some of the art that was coming out of the scene that was being introduced to me. Uh, I was interested in like this one group, Death Grips, a lot. Maybe you've heard of them. And some of their lyrics and visuals were related to computer stuff and video games like Watch Dogs. I was really into at that time, and so I was like, let me get a crack at this. But that just sort of became extended to music because it helped me get more comfortable with computers when I was younger.
So have you played the game Watch Dogs 1 and 2?
Yes, yes, and Legion, which sucked.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely. Yeah, I was when those games came out, I was really into them, and that got me more interested into like hacking and stuff like that too. That's funny because that song actually did remind me that one and your other song, um, what was the Tech 4C plus one?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
one, yeah, those two songs definitely remind me of like Watch Dogs and stuff, especially like the music videos and stuff I seen you do. Who are some people that um like some other artists that inspire you to create more of like your style?
yeah. Aforementioned Death Grips is a major, major inspiration of mine. But early on, this seems like it's very loose connections because the inspiration is spotty, but maybe you'll hear it. It seems like an obvious point given that I'm from Florida. X played a good part in what I did. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, who, you know, and that was a big one. And the ILYs, um, Tyler, especially earlier Tyler.
Tyler the
That
Creator.
Yes, yeah. Um, recently, Nate No Face, that guy has been a pretty big inspiration, provoker. A lot of post punk stuff. I mean,
Mhm.
anything goth, Mincery. Oh my gosh, huge one. Atari Teenage Riot. That group is crazy. Anything hardstyle techno from like 1990 and like like old cat soup production, like Bones, like 2016 Bones stuff. That was another one.
Mhm.
Um, Scrim, Suicide Boys. Um, there's a lot. There's a lot of weird
Yeah.
little blends there.
So
But this is the one.
earlier you said that you're from Florida, right? What area in Florida?
Tampa, born
Tampa?
and raised. Yeah, never really been outside of Tampa. I've lived in like Clairemont, North Tampa, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much my whole span. So not much more than like 20 miles from my hometown at any point.
Okay. I noticed you being in Seffner sometimes, right? With your other friends.
Yeah,
Your other friends, who is it? Kilicon and Phoenix and Yin, right?
yeah, Yin, yeah. There's some others. Yeah, that's where I stay around mostly right now. I was on the highway and I realized that
Mhm.
Seffner is not the destination. It's like a pass through, and that made me like kind of sad. Like it's a it's like 3 square miles and just truck stops and shit. It's not really a place. I
Oh,
shouldn't cut.
mhm. You talking about
Um,
like 92 and yeah. It's a pretty small town though.
yeah, yeah, and the high school I used to go to, people would go viral like every 3 months, and sometimes it still does. It's just a weird. I don't know why that school in particular. There's a lot of like the whole trend about kids wearing Heelys in school. There's this
Mhm.
video of this kid going down a ramp, and that was my high school. Like it's like the
What
biggest
high
one.
school you went to?
Armwood.
Armwood? Okay. That's what's
Yeah.
up. Go Hawks.
Yeah. Go Hawks.
You graduated from
Yeah.
there?
Yeah. Yeah. I dropped out the last quarter of senior year. Um, Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff going on. But I did graduate with a diploma. I did like an adult thing, which was in the same school.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah. Um, but yeah, I was kind of wilding out too much at high school. I had to kind of step away from that stuff.
Yeah. So what is it that you do now?
Day to day stuff. I'm a sign manufacturer. In Tampa, I work as a on the graphic end mainly. I do a little bit of installation work. Kiki's Breakfast Cafe.
Mhm.
That sign, we do that stuff. And so my grandpa's been doing that for I don't know 30 something years. So I just kind of got thrown into that work. But that just develops from graphic design, which I do. I do graphics for this boxing gym, Signature Punch. Out, I think it's on 13th in downtown. Those guys are cool over there, and production, anything engineering related. Uh, I kind of see graphic design and audio work and stuff like that kind of as the same thing. It's kind of like the same lane of work, even though they're kind of they're different in their own ways.
So you do you say you're doing more graphic designs with the boxing and stuff, and then other audio. I know that you produce beats and stuff. Who are some
Yeah.
more people that you worked with before?
Um, one of the big ones early on was Philip Solo, who started the YouTube trend of like eating at the worst Chinese food town in my city. Like that whole thing came from this one guy from Canada, and I did a song for him when I was 14 named Poison. He named it Poison, and that got a couple like a million something. And I remember it hitting like 100,000 when I was young, and I was like, like mind blown by that. And from there, I worked with, frequent friends, Kilikon, Finn, Yin sometimes. I worked with, smaller people, Damon, a friend of mine. But I worked with Meat Computer at one point. There's other people. I don't know why they're skipping my mind. Meat Computer was really cool. I mainly work. A lot of cool opportunities come from remixing. When it comes to like
Mhm.
working with other people. Um, Bloodslide, Nate No Face, um, King Yosef. He produced for X back in the day, and he reviewed an album of mine. I was like 14. He's a super cool guy. All these people, a lot of stuff slips my mind because it's kind of in the past, sort of. I mean,
Mhm.
I've been doing production um, for 6 years, something like that.
Mhm.
Uh, and I'm sort of doing like a lot of stuff like 13 to like 16. I'm kind of loose in memory of. It's sort of just out there, you
No,
know.
it's all right. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you've been doing it for a very long time now. Like, how old were you when you first started like making like music with people?
Oh man, I I would just make these like really bad like I like distorted 808 like nonsense, just nonsense. And so like I met these people off of Discord. This is early, like when I was like 13, 14, and they were like just funny people. And I kept showing them my music, and they were like, "Yo, we should like make a rap group." So one of my local friends, Josh, who also makes music, who I work with, that's his name. Um, he and some other people off of online, we started making like meme rap music, where it was
Mhm.
just like the worst.
Meme rap.
Yeah, just jokes like little barnacle like stuff.
Mm.
Like
Okay.
everyone remembers that guy. Um, this is before you know, no, but yeah, it was like stuff like that. Um, and that fell through very quickly because it was not serious.
Mhm.
And so I just kept doing stuff. And once I started kind of exploring um, into EDM stuff, that's when it started becoming a lot more serious. And you can probably tell the inspiration for that stuff hasn't really left out of the whole rap thing. It's very kind of ingrained with what I do right now.
And I seen that you have like a merch brand. It's like 72 when like what is like that about? Like what's more how did that start?
When I was 14, I thought that this one designer, Austin Babbitt, he was the bomb. I love that guy. I still do. I have photos with him. I have so much stuff. I have like all my posters in my room are his. Um, and so I started making like jeans and other stuff because like I didn't really like I couldn't afford Supreme and Golf Wang, and so I was like, I'll just
Mhm.
do this. And my mom got like a Cricut machine, and she started doing like baby clothes, and so I would just like use her stuff to make like t-shirts. The name for 72 Women came out of nowhere. It doesn't like there's something. It's like if you attach meaning to numbers and stuff, you can probably get a meaning out of it. I don't. It just doesn't mean anything to me in that way. But it's a merch thing. It's a clothing. It's an avenue for graphic design stuff. It's also technically like my publishing.
Mhm.
So like my friends work, technically speaking, with 72 Win, and I just happen to be like the sole proprietor of 72 Win. That's how it would work out on paper.
Mhm.
Because all my invoices, everything's through 72 Win, and that's just me technically. It's a DBA, it's a doing business as kind of thing. Um, but that's not here nor there. It's just my moniker name for everything I do instead of just production, which is Erok Mule stuff.
Okay. What are what is somebody that you want to do a collab with in the future?
Man, that'd be crazy. Bones,
Bones.
especially nowadays. Nate No Face. We talked a little bit. Not that that means anything, but he's on tour and he's like hit me up after tour.
Nate No
I
Face.
work,
He's he's a pretty big um artist out there.
yeah, he's sick. He really liked my remix that I did for like this Volcom contest. And every time I see someone wearing Volcom in public, I'm like, oh, it's like cool to see Volcom logo right now. And then who was I thinking of? Oh, Young Lean Blade, one of those guys. That'd be interesting to work with in the future. Who else? There's some people that like Christ Dillinger and Joey, all those people, anyone in Shed Theory, anyone who's related to those guys would be really cool to work with. No, Drake this was made like before Euphoria dropped. Alright, so it was like even before Drake's response to like the big one that he did with Future, where like the first thing. And the only reason I made that song is because I figured out that Diddy and did he is a homonym or homophone. So it sounds the same, so I can make a bar out of it, and so I made that entire song. That's literally why that song exists.
Okay.
I just named it Drake this like arbitrarily almost.
Okay, it makes a little bit more sense now. Yeah. Do you have any plans for the futures? Like, do you have any like music that you're gonna drop soon, or do you plan on doing any kind of like shows?
Yeah, me and my crew, 6C, which is me, Finn.
You said
Protocol.
6C?
Yeah, 6C, just the number in the letter. It's me, Danny, Killicon, me, Killicon, Finn XXO, Prod Voices, and myself. And we all just sort of make music together. We do skit videos and stuff together. So in the future, definitely more skits. We're trying to pipeline dream is having a show together at some point somewhere in Tampa. And I have a project of my own that I'm kind of working on, and then I have a project with Finn XXO that I'm also working on, and we're also working on another tape. I have 3 tapes in the works with the same guy almost, and he's really cool. I should be getting to work on Crystal Crucible 3 soon, which is like the point song. That guy, Colombian guy. Shout out MCH6. Love that guy. Yeah, but other than that, it's just keeping going with what I'm doing right now, and hoping that everything works out.
Yeah, me too. I really do hope that everything do works out. I mean, even if you guys do want to do like a show, like you can always do something like make something out of the house or something. Like putting.
We gotta get some jelly media footage rolling there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we can definitely like do something together. I do have a question about the C6. Like, where did like that name come from?
I have this old good friend, God bless him, Aki 1B. Shout out to him. We're not on good terms, I guess. We have a whole line of stuff. I've known him for a very long time. Met him through a Muggle. This seems arbitrary, like this, but me, Finn XXO, Killicon, Aki 1B, and like that was it. Oh, and Malik. Yin. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I didn't mention Yin in there. Oh my gosh, Malik, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyways, but we were all in a group chat trying to like start a thing to do stuff and make like episodic sketch videos and stuff. And we were going through names, and Aki 1B was like, man, something six cult or something like that. But then Finn XXO's girlfriend, Ari, threw out the name 6C, just the number and the letter. And the C is technically for like the term cult, like the firearm, like a 6-shooter cult. There's only 5 of us, but we'll ignore that.
There's only 5, but you wanted to put 6.
Yeah, we didn't. It wasn't planned out that way, but that and just 3 producers, and then 2 producers that rap, and then
is that including
like,
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And rap is a funny thing. It's new. It's pretty new. I've only started doing vocal stuff like maybe seriously for like 2 years. But these other people have been doing it for, I mean, about the same amount of time. Finn is like second longest running in the group, I think, and doing music. Uh, he's been doing it for a while. Anyways, I'm the oldest person in the group, by the way.
Oh, really? How old are
Yeah,
you?
I'm 20. I literally just turned 20. So
You're
he's
only
a,
you're only 20 years old and the oldest person in the group.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of jits. So I call them. I
Yeah.
know my age.
You guys are all jits. Y'all guys can't even drink.
No, I can't even drink.
I
And
can't even
not,
I can't even take y'all out with me. They be
nah,
like, "Why are you hanging out with these jits?"
yeah. Prod voices. I don't know how much he wants to hide himself from the internet, but whatever. He just turned 18, and so I bully him. I'm like, you're so young, dude. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He's good. Hey, that guy. I believe in him. I'm working on his logo like right now. That's not even a
Mm.
joke. Like that's really funny. Um, he's a really cool guy. Everyone in there is really cool. I'm really happy with everything that's going with us. You know, I've known not to stop the flow of questions. I've known Kellicon since he was like 15.
Oh, wow.
I knew him before he even made music, and he made his first song at my house. Um, and yeah, we used to do a skate group together. Um, and I was like the camera guy.
So wait, did you guys like skateboard?
He did. I couldn't skate. I was in a group of like six people, six, 7 people, or something like that, and I was the
Okay.
only one who couldn't skate. Um,
They're just like, I'm just gonna record.
yeah, yeah. And I was like, I get to do cool video stuff. Um, and it was also like, cause like all the people in there are really cool people. There's a lot of history with that stuff. Just it's like petty drama stuff. Because everyone in there was like, I was like 17, and people in there were like 14, 15, 16 and stuff.
Mm.
Um, and so it was like, and we all went to the same high school except for like one or two people. Um, but yeah, I would shoot video, which would basically sketch comedy things, and that just circled right back to now, because that's what we're doing together recently. That's completely new. Sketch comedy is way hard to shoot because, like, you know, I don't know if you ever edited. I think you have, like, edited like music videos and stuff. Like, you know how you sync to a beat in the song, and like you can frame, like you can like compose your
Yeah.
clips. When you do sketch comedy, it's
Much
like,
harder.
yeah, it's freeform. You have to have the
Freeform. Yeah.
comedic. It's
Yeah.
very unique. I love the you know difficulty of it, but it's definitely a new experience. Um, but yeah, Killicon and me go really far back. I wanted to have all these people kind of I don't know. I wanted to have like a thing for these kids, like younger and like people like me or whatever, to like look forward to, like, you know, like a kind of like a community kind of thing. And that was the best I could do, which was like be a rapscallion.
Yeah. So you're kind of like the
Intro.
leader. Would you call yourself the leader of the group, or?
Like I try not to be in any conceited sense.
Yeah.
Like I don't I just like here's an example of the work program. Finn teaches me stuff, right?
Yeah.
And he's young. He's younger. He's not been doing it that long. He teaches me stuff. Danny puts me on to people all the time. I mean, I have this 52-year-old playing guitar in my room. Love that guy. He's awesome. And like I engineer all of his like metal tracks. He put me on to him. There's a lot of stuff like that going on. Um, but like, you know, I'll do all the video, do all the graphic work, do all the like any post mastering, like making everything leveled correctly. Like I take over shooting the video. I take over a lot of roles, but
Yeah.
you know, when I was younger, maybe I had a problem with like an ego thing with that because I do all this stuff. But nowadays, like I'm like fucking. If anyone wants to help out, if anyone wants to fucking help me out, man, I'm fucking. This is not It's just it is what
Yeah.
it is, you know.
It sounds like a lot. Like you do a lot of stuff. Like you do the graphic designs and like you do like the covers and like the beats. Like it's a lot of different things. And then you also record and do the music videos and stuff. And I definitely know how that feels to be doing all that kind of stuff because I've produced beats before. Like I've like mixed for people or like shoot video, graphic designs, and stuff like that. And it took me a while to do it. Really, I say like the music stuff and like that stuff is still kind of new towards me, but I love learning new things and um I learn new things from younger generations and younger people all the time as well as older people as well. So it's kind of like you bounce off each other's ideas a lot and I definitely get that and definitely want to like give more advice to younger people as well and to new artists is what's a piece of advice that you would give to new artists?
I can break it quickly. I have little short ones for each different thing. If you do production, make stuff you don't listen to. Get comfortable producing. I don't know, reggaeton. If you like trap music, you'll like open your kind of your mind up a little bit, even if it's horrible. Just having your mind open. Side note for that one. Use different genre sounds for your like if you make a trap beat, just use like techno sounds. There's my sauce. And then for graphic designers, um, um, if anyone's doing art and stuff like that, start clean. Just start clean. Don't do with what you can. Crack Photoshop, whatever you got to do. All right.
Mm.
But take everything really seriously. Make sure your DPI is up. If I see one more person making their DPI like 70 and then they're like sending me graphic, I have a job because people make logos in 70 DPI and want them to be like 4 feet tall. I'm not kidding. Don't do
No,
that to me.
yeah.
Don't do that to me. Start clean, then do that.
I definitely learned that like organization is key to everything because like even when like doing anything really like videos, graphic design, music, organization is key. Like put everything in this folder first before you start putting everything together and organizing it cuz you'll have a very hard time like finding everything and stuff and
Well,
like yeah, like once you start getting into that habit of having everything organized.
even my Lightroom outputs are numbered. Okay, keep that setting on. If I go to posters, sizings, PC output,
Mhm.
everything is always like this is I'm not pump faking. Literally organize everything always.
Do you have
Also, just
a hard drive?
I have an external and I buy it's $1. Hey, it's $1 a month to have a terabyte on Google Drive. That's to the viewers. It's $1.
One
If you,
dollar a month to have a terabyte on Google Drive.
yeah, that's all. If I understand, like I've been broke. Okay, I don't have.
Yeah,
I just like
but you
a
gotta
dollar.
hustle, hustle.
Yeah,
Go ask somebody on
hustle
the
for a
street.
dollar.
Be like,
Go grab quarters. It doesn't matter. Like you can make back $1. And it's
mhm.
like five for like I don't know. I think 10. It's ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous. Um, but yeah, I back up as much as I can. Everything on hard drive, everything on Google Drive. Used to have a mega sync, that's gone. And Dropbox, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. OneDrive sucks. I
No,
used to
Dropbox
have
sucks. You gotta pay a lot of money for Dropbox just to only have like. I mean, it's alright, but it's not like
I, the
yeah.
UI is cool, I guess. It looks nice.
It looks nice. You can fit quite a bit of stuff in there. I wouldn't say you can fit maybe a whole lot of stuff. I think you can fit a lot of stuff, but I just personally think it's too much money when you can pay for something like Google Drive and it'd be cheaper and like almost the same thing, you know.
Yeah, and anyone can use it. It works like It's like it works like WeShare. It works like everything. It's just like you just gotta like. That's another.
Mhm.
Like, allow everyone. I don't know who, like, unless you're Cardi, all right, or someone like that, where you're getting your stuff leaked. Just like make sure you have your permissions on. And I'm faulty of this. That's me yelling at my own self. because like I'll send a client like a mix and I'll get like an email like 20 minutes later of them trying to get in like 10 times. Like you gotta they're good for security stuff I guess, but it's like that's I don't know, they gotta make that they got Google Drive's gotta change how the it's confusing. It's very confusing to look at. UI stuff is like
Mhm.
critically related. Ever go to like a restaurant and like their menu is like fine, but like their images are like really low resolution?
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, it's like it's small things. Small things matter a lot. Like if you grab a menu and it's hard cardstock and it's like a laminate, right? You go, oh wow, you know, like this is nice. You know, just small things. That's be it in music, be it in
Mhm.
like anything, be it in anything. Don't let the small stuff slide.
Oh no.
Don't.
I
Be it,
definitely, there's a lot of stuff that I really want to go back and fix a lot. Like some of my my older graphic stuff, like I'm not too fond of. Like so but like some of my newer stuff is a lot better now, I would definitely say.
yeah.
Yeah, there's still some things that I want to go back and redo. Just haven't had much time to do it. But I love your work and all the stuff that you do. Um Shout outs to you. What's your Instagram?
It's at Erok underscore Mule, spelled EROK underscore Mule, MULE. Um, and I also have Erok Mule no underscore claimed for anyone else does. So it will free divert to that. And at 72 win, never on it, never post, just throwing it out there. Um, but
Yeah.
you can find 99% of what I do on my website 72win.com. Um, and
What about your
that
YouTube?
YouTube. Oh my, Erok Mule. Take a guess. No, it's Erok Mule. If you ever want to check out old Bombest stuff for some reason that I was mentioning earlier, it's 72 Win. Everything will be Erok Mule. You can just Google search it, and
Erok
you'll
Mule
find
or 72 when?
yeah, and it will always go back to this stuff. And yeah, and SoundCloud, Spotify, Erok Mule, no underscore. Let me clarify that, no underscore. Um, but be sure to check out KillerCon, FinXXO.
Oh yeah. I like that music video that you do with him. What's it called? Crash Out and Against
Yeah,
Me. I really like
yeah.
those two.
I got me and FinXXO. He was the guy who looked like my distant relative in the video, not KillerCon. Me and him have a solo music video that's not come out yet. For one of his songs that is, I don't know how we're gonna figure it out, but it
Mhm.
should be coming out. It's very serious and not that funny, so it's sort of hard to make promo when you're doing sketch comedy. So we're
Yeah.
figuring that out. Um, I could send that actually. I could send something over to you after this or something like that because
Okay.
I think you'd appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you were talking about one of your songs, which one was it? Take 4C, and I remember Take 4C plus 1. I remember you were saying about they used to have like an alter ego or something. Do you remember that song Alter Ego? Cuz that song reminds me of your song
Alter
um
ego.
Take 4C plus 1. Yeah. Alter Ego. If you haven't listened to it, you should definitely listen to it. It sounds like a lot of like something that you like, something that you would listen to. It just sounds like similar
Yeah.
to your work.
Who's that by? Oh, by like what? Tame Impala? Who by? I
I
just wanna know.
forgot.
It will change. It
I
will
know
change.
that it was on the top hot um hot week list or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, I just be in my car like listen to like hot like songs of the week or whatever, and then like
Yeah.
what that song had popped up, Alter Ego. Don't remember who it's by, but I know that it was more of a famous song, and it reminded me of your song a lot, and I was like, oh, this sounds like Erok kind of like. Thank you so much, Erok, for joining Music Pod. I really appreciate your input and your getting to know you more. Hopefully, the viewers can check you out and see more content that you produce. I'm excited for the future of you and the content that you produce and stuff. And I hope everything goes well with you in your journey.
Yeah, and excited to see everything that you get up to and everything that you do. I'm excited for whatever more comes out,
Yeah,
and I appreciate you having me on here.
no problem. Is there any last things, like last thoughts that you want to say to the audience?
Hmm. Sorry, I'm trying to think if there is anything. Um, just try to have compassion. Try to have compassion and empathy.
I'm Jelly Media here with Erok. Peace out, music podcasters.